You see Saliba getting involved. Oh, this pass. I remember this pass. What a pass. What a pass from the midfield maestro, Odegaard. The captain, excellence. Look at this pass. Captain, fantastic. So Arsenal's playing Brighton on the weekend, and for me, there's no better time to play Brighton because we see in the last 10 matches they've only won 3 times, they've lost 4 times and had 2 draws. So that's a poor result, especially for a team like Brighton. And we know that they've been missing some of their key players. Matoma they've been missing, Solly Marsh they've been missing. So as what I said before, there's no better time. They lost against Liverpool, they drew against Brentford, and the only 3 wins they came against Sheffield United, Nottingham Forest and Roma. And they lost against Wolves, they lost against Fulham and Roma. So, and they draw against Everton. So for me, I'm happy. I'm happy the fact that we're playing Brighton in a form like this, because when they played against Liverpool, I expected them to do something against Liverpool, but when I saw that they didn't do much in terms of getting a scoreline, getting a result, I was like, okay, we can do a job there. If Liverpool can go there and do a job, we can also go there and do a job. And we're going to take a look. Last season, we beat them 2-0. If you remember, there was a goal from Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz got a nice goal. I think he got the last goal of the match. So we're going to get into some stats, and we're going to also watch a clip of one of the players I believe performed very well. Gabriel J also scored as well. We're going to take watch a clip on a player that I believe was phenomenal on the day. So let's just get straight into it. So the player we're going to watch, is Odegaard, through an 8.4, and Joe Pedro didn't score. No one scored. It was a 0-0 draw against Brentford. So for Joe Pedro to be scoring 8.3 and not scoring, and Pascal Gross to be scoring 8.4 and there's no goal, he didn't get assist. What's the reason for this? So this is what I'm saying, that even though we met them at a very vulnerable time, they still create chances. Let's take a look on some of the stats that they had against Brentford. So against Brentford, they had 67 possession, 24 shots, 6 on target. Now, the shots on target is quite poor. It's not even 50%. So that's very poor. But when it comes down to total shots, they had 24 shots at Brentford's goal. And I know Brentford's been missing Pinnock, but to have 24 shots, that's a big deal when it comes down to, and also 67%, that's a big deal when it comes down to mid-table teams battling out to see who's better. So considering they had 24 shots and had 6 on target and not score any, for me, that's a good sign for me, because there's no way we're gonna concede 24 shots on our goal, because we've got the best defense in the league by quite some margin. Well, when you take into account not Liverpool and not City, if you exclude City and Liverpool, we've got a big difference in terms of our defensive record compared to every other team. So when you compare them to Brentford now, when you compare Arsenal defensive record to Brentford, there's no way we should be conceding 24 shots on target. I'll be surprised if we conceded 10 shots in the entire match, because our defense has been looking sharp. So that's why I believe that Joe Pedro had a very good score in terms of 8.3 rating for the match, and Pascal Groves as well had an 8.4 ratings, because they were peppering the goal. And they were creating lots of chances. They were doing lots of tiki-taki. They were doing okay in this match. They just couldn't get the goal. So, however, when it comes down to us, I don't believe that they will have this much chance, because I heard De Zerbi's already talking up the match and say, listen, we've been outdone by a few times this season, and it's going to be once again. Basically saying that they've been mistreated, they've been ill-treated a few times this season in terms of the score margin or the score line, and they expect it to be the same when they play on the weekend. So that's a big credit from De Zerbi. Now, I know that there could be potential mind games going on, but I agree with what he's saying, that for the fact that we've been on form, for the fact that we just played against City and made City, barring it wasn't the most exciting match, we done pretty well against City. Our defensive structure was solid. They couldn't penetrate it. And if City can't penetrate it, you best believe, I don't believe Brighton can. But once again, we might give Brighton some opportunities by us open up more, considering how we played against City. I don't believe that we'll be playing the same structure in terms of the defensive side of game against Brighton, so that may give them some opportunities to attack and potentially even get some shots on target. So as I said before, that this is their missing players. They got Billy Gilmore, which is a very, very good player for them since he's signed Enzo Wood, Solly March, Matoma, and James Milner. So some of these are 3 or 4 of the very, very, very top players in their squad. James Milner, very old, but still very capable at what he does, and he does it very well. Now, when you take a look at their contribution, the GA contribution from the entire squad, this is what I'm saying. The 2 players that I've just spoken about, Pascal Gross and João Pedro, scoring an 8.3, 8.4 against Brentford. Look, they're at top of the list. 14 goals and assists for Pascal Gross, and 10 goal and assists for João Pedro. Adingra at 7, Mitoma have 7, but we don't need to worry about Mitoma because he's missing for this match. Even Ferguson have 6, but the 2 key players that we need to focus on is Pascal Gross and João Pedro, because they've been bag on form for the whole season in terms of their goal contribution, and also they've been racking up some high score in terms of ratings. So we have to keep an eye on these 2. So how am I feeling for this match? I'm quite confident. I believe that we will go there and get a 3-0 result. I believe that we will get 3-0 against Brighton. And that's my confidence in the team. By how we've been playing, how we've been defending, how we've been attacking. Perhaps it could be even 5. It could be 5-6. But I don't want to get carried away. I'm expecting a 3-0. But because of how Brighton has been playing, I'm expecting us to do a job on them. I'm expecting, especially Saka is rested, Partey's back in the team. Partey, and listen, I saw stats of how many times Partey passed to Odegaard. 10 times in that match against Luton. That's more than Declan Rice, 5 passed to Odegaard an average per match. That's more than Jorginho, an average of 4 passing to Odegaard per match. So you see that Odegaard has been missing Partey, that link up. Sometimes you see Partey turning his body, looking like he's going to go outside, then he switches his body again, just cut a pass through the midfield just like that, just split the midfield like they weren't even there. And Odegaard has missed that, and then when Odegaard get that ball, that's 2 players out of that out of position, and Odegaard can then drive into position and then look for passes or look for a shot. So I'm saying Partey back to the team, positive. Tomiyasu back in the team, positive. Duran Timber is only a few matches away. I believe Duran Timber will be back for semi-finals, second leg of semi-final. I believe he will be back for that match. Don't know if he will start, but I know he'll be back on the bench by them times. So that's my scoreline. My lineup, I would want the same lineup. I would want to see Zinchenko in the team for Kivio, because I believe we've got more control, and then bring Kivio on the second half. I would want Saka back on the right side. I'd want Martinelli back on the left side. Havertz up top. Odegaard, Rice and Partey together. Rice playing that number 8, Partey sitting, and Odegaard attacking, and that's the team. That's the team, right? Same defense apart from Kivio swapping for Zinchenko, and I believe that we will get 3-0 results or even more. So that's the video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Help me on my journey to 10,000 subs. Once again, King Kenzo Kwanzaa, you won the gift, you won the prize. So contact me, let me know how you would like to receive the prize, and then I get that sent over to you. So that's the video, guys. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye.